And here we are, final session of the day. We have made it. Thank you to all of you who have been joining us since the beginning and throughout the day. And I'm welcoming you to our very, very, very special session. Sorry, I don't know what I'm saying anymore. Palestinian Voices in Games Network. And today we have Shalev Moran as our host. And Shalev is a very dear friend and colleague. He's a game designer and media artist. He's co-producer of Gaia and has been part of the game scene quite a while. He was the curator behind the game part of Print Screen Festival and is currently lead game designer at Bird Island. And you can read more about him in the chat. I will hand it over to you now, Shalev.
Thanks, Lou. I'll first introduce the other panelists in this last session. Janin is the co-director of the Overkill, which is a very cool games, arts, and cinema festival. And she's also co-director of Sick House, which is a playful art space. They're both in Enschede. We also have Hippolyte Caubet, which is a designer. I'm sorry, Caubet? Yes, Caubet, sorry. Which is a game designer and a programmer at Nerial, a very cool game studio. Also teaches psychology of games and game design, and is part of a non-profit organization called Games Impact that connects games with social impact awareness. Lou is going to drop the full bios in the chat as well. But I'm going to dive into what we're talking about and just introduce it very, very quickly. We are talking about an initiative that is called Palestinian Voices in Games. It is quite a fresh project. All of us, members of this panel, are part of it, as well as several other people I think are here in the audience today. You can be part of it too. This session is not just a presentation, but also a call to action to join us for this very cool effort and be part of it. Marie will kick us off with presenting what it is all about, and then Hippolyte will follow suit and rally you to join by kind of talking about our various calls to action. Marie, and we'll of course we'll have some time for questions at the end. Marie, please take it away.
Hi. So I will go back a little bit. What is this about? And so Palestinian Voices in Games is the name of this project, and it started out of a collective feeling we had of powerlessness toward the situation in Gaza and the West Bank at the moment, and the wish we all had to support Palestinian people with the skills we have as a game maker community. So we started last May when some of us met in Berlin. We did not really have an agenda. We did not exactly knew what to do. What we knew is that we wanted to do something, and we wanted to do something as together. So we met, and then we sort of collected all the ideas everybody had, and from this, one became predominant, and this is what we're going to talk about tonight. This we use now, it represents the people who are working on this project, and this is a lot of game developer, game makers, event programmers, curators. So a lot of people like everybody here tonight or this afternoon. And from many places in the world, and who are all part of the playful media community. We created a Signal group, so like a chat group, and it all started from there. We still communicate from there, and basically everyone could join this chat if you are interested in supporting this initiative. And I guess we can share an invite somewhere later. And now we meet on video call every 3 weeks around approximately. and we have 1 hour meeting. I'm just saying all of this because to show you we are very trying to be respectful of the time of everybody, but also have a reason that we can make progress and we can support each other in doing the task we put ourselves to. So this is a lot of for introduce, but what are we actually going to do? It comes from that we all felt the most important was to work against the dehumanization of Palestinian people and support more visibility for their projects and their voices. So Palestinian Voices in Games is a network that helps Palestinian makers with financial support and volunteer work from game developers. So the idea is that we find Palestinian makers that have projects that have needs, and they can be financial, they can be from advisory needs, or they can be that they need help to recreate the game, and we try to see how we can provide some of this. So it's all in progress, the whole process of how we're going to do this, but so we are working on 3 different trajectory at the moment. We're looking for developers and makers from our network that would be willing to support the project with their names, with their money, and or with some of their time. So then giving regular hours to help Palestinian makers in creating the project. All of this is explained. I will share my screen now. It's explained in this beautiful web page we made, and I will share it now and how it works. Yes, you can see this. Yes, cool. So this is this web page. I think you see the email, but we can share the links later. So PalestinianVoicesInGame.com, and on this page you see we explained what is this project, what we're trying to do, and the time frame we are in it, and a little link to if you want to participate and support. And here, but Hippolyte will talk about this later, is this beautiful studios and organizations that already support us. We're really grateful about. The second part is that we are obviously looking for Palestinian makers that need help, and to do this, we also need all the help possible. We're searching right now via a Facebook page, like to find Dave's page. We're looking through exhibition that happened. We're looking through Game Jam and things that are shared on itch.io. So I wanted to show, because this is all about showing and sharing and supporting Palestinian makers. So I wanted to show you a few projects we've seen. It's not a project that we started to support, or this is not people that we are in contact with, but it's more to show you that there are actually a lot of wonderful projects around, and that we hope that we'll be able to support some of these people. So I just show you, and then maybe it's also nice because you can play new games, and maybe you know them and maybe you don't. But so this this project is quite famous. This is from, I'm sorry if I say the names of these people wrong. I did not ask actually. But so this is Lilia and the Shadows of War from Rachid Abouede. And this is a project from 2014. I think a lot of you know. And this game maker made this beautiful project, and is somebody we are also curious about and would like to see what's coming up. We have played, at least I see, but I played the games of Yasser Jafar, and especially this one I spent a lot of time. Is a game, I don't know if I can show you like this, but he made a lot of small little games, and this one is a game where you, I don't know, you have to I mean, you understand. I will play maybe this this little thing has to exit. Yes, and now I'm so excited. So it's a mix of maze and that helps me a lot to so I failed. Okay, but this is so this is I don't know, maybe we can share the links later, but that's a nice. I will stop this from sound. Here, this is a project. I have to look at my notes. This is a project from Dana Abdullah and Sarona Abouakar, and this is not a digital project, but this is a card game and trying to called Countless Palestinian Futures, and this is a game that you play with a group and trying to imagine what would be the future of Palestine and how can we try to work on our dreams more than to just like the what's happening today. So work towards the future more than what's happening today. Maybe I have to hurry up. But we have a list of like a wonderful artists that we're looking into and that helps us and motivate us to keep going. And the first up, I will stop sharing my screen. Oh no, I go back. Sorry, I go back to this website. This is where Hippolyte has to go. And then the third part we're working on is obviously the process. How are we going to bring these wonderful makers to our wonderful network? And this is, so we decided after a lot of consideration, we decided to work project by project. So we're gonna, when we found these makers that need our help, we're gonna create this sort of package where we can present their projects and their pitch, see what their needs are, and financial needs or work needs, and then try to find a community who are the right people to work on this project. And then we are here to make the connection possible, make sure people have contracts so that they can work properly together. And then from there, people will deal with each other and help each other. Obviously, then we would give up all the rights on this, and the games would be owned by the Palestinian. But this is details you can look into later when this page is finished. This is all I had to say. Maybe you have a question. I hope it was clear. I did my best. This is how far we are. And I think we meet in a couple of weeks to go further. So you can also join these meetings and help out. And now Hippolyte will take over. Yeah.
So now that Marie explained a bit what is the project and what we intend to do, there is where we want to ask you some help. So to be clear, what we need right now, we need several things. We need, first and for all, we need money. We need workforce from people who are willing to give us some hours doing code, marketing, producing, publishing, anything. And we need project because, as you can see, we have some ideas of creators we want to contact to give some money or to allow some workforce where we can help. But we lack project, we lack creators that we want to help. So here is what you can do if you want to help. You can spread the word, you can talk about it, share the website, fill in the form that is in the website, talk to your peers, to your colleagues, to your boss who may have some funds that he is willing to give, or if you own a company, even better, just think about it. If you are willing to give us some force or to allocate some time of your company to help some other project, for example. Or you can find some people that you know will be willing to give us either money or time. May it be people from other studios or just like devs who are probably, maybe I know some people who want to help that are devs, but not in video games, especially that are AI devs or stuff like that. If you're ahead of the studio, you could also reach out to us because we truly want this action to be something that resembles of a rally between many studios, because we know that the more people we have on this website, the more logos we have, the more people will be willing to help us and to consider this action as something very serious. So if you're ahead of the studio or you know anybody that is, and that would be willing to show their logo on the website, please reach out to us because we would be more than happy to add them. And that's mostly it. We need money, we need people, we need creators, we need workforce. We need this project to reach some sort of an audience that is interested in the subject and that wants to help in any way. And as Marie said before, we have a signal and there is still plenty of stuff to do on this project. So if you want to help on a more more on a production matter on this very specific project, we can maybe add you on the signal and you can help us, I don't know, doing design or videos, trailers, I don't know anything. We can use everything that you have. So spread the word, share the website, talk to your peers, talk to your bosses. Anything helps.
I think a good activation is if you're excited right now, if you think this is cool, that button on that website is very, very attractive. And you could always bow out later. You could also always just not participate. But if you click on it now and you fill in your details, then we will reach out to you. And you might not bow out. So that is a very good activation. This is exciting for you. Fill in the form. It's super fast to fill in the form. It's a very simple one. And then we can figure out together. Everybody has, especially the people in a place like Gaia, I think, you are hubs of connections in your own communities. If you're not the person to help with something specific, you know that person, right? And that is one of the reasons we're very excited to be here in Gaia, because this crowd here are the people who are a way to get to a lot of different game communities around the world, and we need that mass. Yeah, definitely. All right. Thank you so much, Hippolyte. That was great. Thank you so much, Marie, as well. This is the end of the content. Basically, we wanted to show you what we're doing and hopefully get as many of you on board with us in all kinds of capacities. But of course, there might be a ton of questions or maybe a few. So I think this is the part we do Q&A. How do you do Q&A? Do people just unmute themselves and start talking, by the way?
You are the host. You decide. You
All
can
right.
write in the chat or jump in. Yeah, raise your hand.
Yeah, I guess you can either raise your hand or write questions in the chat.
Maybe we
Whatever
can
works.
stop the screen share so we can see
That's
all
true.
of the faces.
I have a question.
Is Marie? Oh yes,
Yeah.
I saw it now. Yes, Marie LeBlanc Flanagan.
Hello.
Yes. Hello.
Yeah, my question is about like calls to action for people getting involved. So I heard that you need a lot of things. I'm wondering, yeah, I feel like when there's ambiguity, it's sometimes hard to imagine where someone might jump in. Is there use of people who just are signing their names to some kind of document? Is there a place where the list of needs right now is outlined so that people can imagine themselves signing up for something specific?
Hippolyte, you want to take this?
Yeah, I can. Actually, we want to have our support on the project to be very on a case-to-case scenario. So we don't have a list of what we specifically need. I'm linking that to the question that is in the chat. Is there any area you have a particular strong demand? There is not for now, but there might be in the future. So the idea is that you leave your name on the form, you answer, and you put in the expertise that you have and the time you're willing to give. And at some point, it can be in a week or it can be in 3 months. We will have a project that will be in need of those specific expertise. And then we will ask you to participate for that. So we don't have any list on that, but more than a list of what we need a list of what we have so that we can, in the fastest way possible, give some workforce to the people that need it at that time. Does that answer the question?
Oh, yeah. So people should just fill in the form now, and
Exactly.
then later they'll be
Yeah.
asked specific things. So if they're
Absolutely.
supportive of the cause, they can fill in the form, and they're not selling their soul to you or anything.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay,
We
that's cool,
will,
yeah.
of course, ask them. You don't have to absolutely do that because some people may have some availability at some point, but then 1 month later say, I can't do that anymore. I'm sorry. I completely changed my mind on that. And that's okay. We don't want to force anybody doing anything. We just need to know what we have, like in a broad way, so that we can direct the creators to the correct people afterwards.
It is absolutely correct that this is also like a numbers game. If we have a bigger pool of supporters with more diverse abilities, we can probably help a more diverse pool of creators that have different needs. It is not to say that we don't also need ongoing participation. Running this project, making it grow is also a thing that is happening all the time, and you can both contribute your talents or your money, but you can also contribute just, anywhere between an hour to a few a week. This is not a very high capacity project for now. It's actually quite not casual, but it's quite low capacity now of just running the core of the project. So normal volunteering and organizing stuff, just like Hippolyte, made the website, and some of us are doing outreach, etc., etc., etc. All of these things can help. And that is why the form is also very, very simple. We need to bring you in, and then we figure out together what to do and in what capacity to do it. It is also, I think, the nature of very new volunteer organizations. Yes, Lee News.
I just took a really quick look at the forum, very, very quick. So maybe this is explained somewhere, but right at the beginning, it's like, can you give money? Yes, no. And immediately I thought, it depends, so like, I'm just wondering if there could be a nuance there, or maybe something that said, are you interested in joining a discussion about contributing money or something, right? Because I think people will be at so many different levels, like $20 to, I don't know what, thousands of dollars. So maybe you could just nuance that somehow, or make a group to talk about it.
I think there's a field that says how much, and we have gotten responses that range from $20 to 10,000. Tobias, I think I didn't see all of the hands, but I see Tobias.
Hello. Yeah, thank you for pushing this forward. Maybe I missed that during your introduction, so I got it right. So right now you're gathering, there's no first project yet there, because following up with Lynn's comment, depending on, of course, what the project is, then it's more easy to tap into the different resources or organizations, because some things are pretty, depending on the political context where you're involved in, sometimes maybe a university might be reasonable and sometimes not. So that's why, or I don't know, in my case, Gamescom Congress could be a topical place for a discussion, but in some other cases, maybe not. So it really depends. That's why I would second plug Lynn's. I mean, I filled out the form anyway, but so next step would be probably still outreach and sharing the message about it is there. Please sign up in case you're interested. Did I get that right?
You're saying that, are you asking if we're still in
So
the
next step? So yeah, what can we do right now?
Right now is mostly to get more people to join the network and say what they can help with. Right, absolutely, we're trying to grow the network.
Okay.
The second thing that we are ratcheting up now is outreaching to creators, Palestinian creators, both inside Palestine and in the Palestinian diaspora, that can talk to us about their needs, right? And we can start fine-tuning. For example, if we hear a lot of a particular need, then we will pursue more, as we are just growing in all directions, we might try to pursue a specific thing. For example, if we find out that we have 5 people who say, just help me with marketing, then we'll do that. So these are the 2 big things: getting volunteers on board, getting and Hippolyte then also diversified it to people and also companies who are willing to say, we as a studio are backing the project up in a very vague sense, right? It's not like they're all putting money on us, because we found out that this really, really raises our credibility, especially with, this topic is sadly contentious still, right? And not within this forum, I hope, but out there in the world. And putting those logos on our website really, really helps a lot. So these are the 3 big things, right? 3 big things, sorry. People to be behind us and fill the form, companies to be able to be happy to kind of like be identified with us, and creators who want to talk to us about their needs. Let's see, Emily.
Where would we direct Palestinian artists to get in contact with the network who are interested in the resources?
Hippolyte, I don't remember. Is our form also for artists, or is it also only for volunteers?
No, it's only for volunteers for now. But we were discussing to have a contact a mail that will be displayed on the website, where creators or other people that have other needs or other queries that are not on the form to ask directly on that. Will be soon there.
Okay, cool.
Just need to make it happen.
As you, a very, very fresh initiative. So we're finding out those things. Thank you so much. For now, if you have somebody tomorrow, then probably directly to one of us, Emily.
Yes, Laia.
Yes, so can you see me? I would like to ask is it possible, I'm from an anti-capitalist collective from Catalonia, Spain, called Resistencia Videolúdica, and you said that you wanted like companies to show support for the project publicly, but we would really like to support the project publicly also, and maybe if it's like another route to have like artistic collectives and political or like assembleary platforms of artists, because here in Catalonia we have like a big platform for artists, which is like basically our union, that it's called Assembleary Platform for Artists in Catalonia, and they have like really expressed their solidarity with Palestine, and it's like a like a definitive issue for artists here. So maybe like reaching out to them, or they already are in contact with Palestinian artists, maybe not game developers, but really all type of artists, like in coding or in music. So they could be like a great contact, I think, to find people interested in the project, maybe.
That sounds amazing. Can you be our channel to those communities?
Yeah, of course.
That's
I could like
awesome. Please
link them up.
Please join us and be that link. What you say also connects to something, a question I saw in the chat, which is about whether we're looking for projects in development or whether we're looking for artists who might never consider that they could, but might want with our support to make something. And the answer is both. One of the paradigms of this project is that people from all kinds of marginalized communities, this particular project supports Palestinians, might not have the means or the connections to imagine that they could do something. So we're definitely interested to also see anybody who might want to do. Obviously, depending on how serious it is, but it's not just an in-development project that needs a boost. It could be all kinds of creators. We're starting off quite wide, and this is not the time when we narrow down. I'm looking to see if there's any other questions. I think we answered everything. Yeah. Okay, I think, right? All right, then I'm going to thank Gaia, which is I'm also part of the organizers, but thank Lou, who's the curator and invited us to present today, and thank everybody for being here. Please, yes, please sign up. It doesn't cost you anything. Please have your pals, sign up either as individuals or as studios. Studios also don't owe us anything if they don't like having their logo on there, or if they decide that whatever, we can always take it off. And please check within your networks. We really need to grow now and map out all of our allies. Hopefully by Gaia next year, we have a lot of happy updates about supporting actual projects and an ongoing effort, not just a growth effort. Thank you so much. I think there's some closing words now from. Of course. Thank you, Marie. Thank you, Hippolyte. And the conversation can continue in Discord. And now I am giving the microphone, I think, to Lou.
Yeah, thank you again. Thank you, Marie Leblanc-Flanagan, for all the co-producing behind the scenes and running from Zoom to Zoom, and all the good ideas for the pre-session organization. Thank you, all the speakers. Thank you, everyone in the audience that have been joining us in the different sessions. We have now a whole week and a half to relax, to keep thinking about all the conversations that we were having. And hopefully we'll be seeing all of you again next Thursday, 19. Thank you all. Go switch off the screens and enjoy and connect between. Bye, 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 bye. Thank you, Shalev.